how did we go from braids are protective styles to don't put braids in your hair? We've now moved from don't wash your hair to wash your hair every week. Low manipulation does not mean neglect. You're gonna lock your hair by mistake. You might not want to, but you will lock your hair by mistake. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, it's been so long I said that, but anyways, if you're new here, hi, my name is Jadesola. So today I just wanted to honestly talk to you guys, just a little chinwag, a little chit chat about things that are going on in the natural hair community. I think one thing about the natural hair community is that there's always like trends, there's always new things going on, what somebody thinks works, what somebody thinks is good, and then it just starts to spread like wildfire. Like everybody and the mama start doing things. Some years ago it was like the whole rice water trend, yes, which I was a victim of. So yeah, there's always like just this movement or like different movements over time that just become like trends that people hop on for like growth, for length, for fullness, all those type of things, right? And yeah, today I just wanted to talk about some of those things, especially the ones that are more recent, and just like, I don't know, like just talk about them, just chat with you guys about them, find out what you think, you know, and I guess in a way share my opinion about what I think about these things. Okay, so the first one that I've seen lately is that braids are not protective styles. Like, you know, knotless braids, box braids, whatever, that they are not protective styles, that actually they're doing more harm to your hair than good. But yeah, like everybody and their mama at some point was saying, oh, protective styles, braid your hair, tuck your ends, do this, do that, and now all of a sudden braids are not protective styles. Okay, the truth is maybe some people have always thought that braids were not protective styles, but I just feel like I'm just hearing that now versus maybe like 2 or 3 years ago when everybody was on the rave about braids being protective styles, like you're tucking your ends, you're sealing them away and all those kind of things, right? And truthfully, honestly, I feel like I get where some people are coming from, in the sense of if you're neglecting your hair when you put in the braids, which I've always preached, right? Like when you put in the braids, you're still supposed to be moisturizing your hair somehow. You're still supposed to be like taking care of your scalp somehow. But I guess there's people that have, you know, taken up the whole braids as a protective style and use that as, I guess I'll say, an excuse to leave their hair in braids for like 3 months and just not do anything to it. Now there's another group of people that they say braids have grown my hair. I've been doing braids back to back and braids have actually helped me to retain length and grow my hair.
Come on, none of it's true. None of it's true. It's BS. They made it up. They lie.
So I feel like sometimes with these like conflicting ideas, it's hard to know what to do with your hair. From a chemist's perspective, or somebody that maybe studied chemistry or is a trichologist, their point is the braiding hair that we're using has certain chemicals that are damaging people's hair and things like that.
And that's why they're coming out of the braids.
It's the knotless braids.
The knotless braids. It's easy, it's convenient, and they're going to get the silk press, and the silk press is not lasting because that cuticle layer is compromised, broken, or it's missing. And I'm literally seeing their hair broken as if it was some type of chemical relaxer on their hair. And I'm like, this is severely chemically damaged.
I'm like, how did we go from braids are protective styles to don't put braids in your hair? I don't know. Anyway, on to the next one. This is something that I touched on in the first point. We've now moved from don't wash your hair too much to wash your hair every week. Because there's a time where it's like, okay, put your hair in braids, or like all back braids, so cornrows, whatever, and then just put it under a wig and just don't wash it for 6 months kind of thing. Again, like I said, it can be kind of conflicting messages based on, okay, this is what you people told us before, now this is what you people are telling us now. Which one am I supposed to be doing? Okay, honestly, I've never been one person to leave my hair for 6 months, 3 months. Maybe the maximum I've ever gone is 2 months without washing my hair, maximum. and that's when it was in braids or something, and I still would take care of it, but maybe it was just a busy time overall. But I like to change my hair like nobody's business, and each time I'm going to change my hair, I'm going to like deep condition, wash, like fully shampoo my hair, not co-wash, because that's another thing that people lied to us about or talked about. Oh, co-washing, don't shampoo your hair, co-wash instead. Like, now we've gone from that to, okay, you're supposed to be washing your hair every week. I'm just like, bruh. Honestly, me personally, I don't think I can wash my hair every week. I don't think I can wash my hair every week. Maybe I would say like I would have to eliminate some steps in my wash day, because right now what I do is I pre-poo, I shampoo, I deep condition, and then I start like moisturize and style, right? I can't do that every week. I feel like that, for me personally, again, that counts as like over manipulation in my opinion, every week. Right now I wash my hair every 2 weeks, and I feel like that's what works for me. So this whole like washing every week, or this whole leave your hair in dookie braids for 6 months under a wig, I can't do either of those things. That's just me personally. The third thing I've noticed is that we can't seem to decide if hair grease is good or bad. When I say hair grease, I mean like Blue Magic type of stuff, right? Me personally, I feel like I keep saying me personally, but it's true. Like, I feel like I've never been a hair grease person. The only time I will use like hair grease, which is like maybe Dax or something, is when I'm actually putting braids in my hair. But to actually take hair grease and put it on, like fully on my strands or on my scalp, no, just no. Like, first of all, the smell will get to me. Second of all, it just feels like oil. Like just oil, just grease. And I'm just like, I'm begging for product buildup. I'm begging for dirt to stay on my hair if I do that kind of thing, right? Especially if you're somebody that has an active lifestyle, like you now sweat, the grease will now stick. Maybe next time you now want to re-moisturize your hair, you now spray water on top of the sweat and the grease and put leave-in conditioner on the sweat and the grease. Guys. Some people say, oh, it works for me, it's great, it grew my hair to waist length, it did this, it did that. And some other people say, like, honestly, it's just sitting on top of my cuticle, it's not going anywhere. So yeah, me personally, hair grease doesn't work for me. But again, like I said, the whole concept of this video is just like, there's so much mixed messaging in the natural hair community that it can be hard to know what to do with your hair if you're just like listening to everybody. Anyway, on to the next point. Ooh, you guys, this one, I've seen people hating on mini braids and mini twists. As you can see from my head right now, I have mini braids. But I don't know if you guys have seen these videos where people are just like, oh, the whole natural hair community is always talking about mini twists, like that's the only way to grow your hair, blah blah blah. I'm like, guys, you're allowed to not like what people are doing, but also not bash them for it. Like bash them for it. And I'm saying this not like, how do I put this? It's clear that there's certain things that you do that honestly is just really bad for the health of your hair. When I said the thing about not washing your hair in 6 months, that's generally just bad for your hair. But if somebody chooses to do, let's say, mini twist over braids, like when I say braids, I mean like with added extensions and stuff, like why are you bashing that person and upholding this? Like, I find that it can just be very aggressive out there, you know? If mini twists work for people, it works for people. If it doesn't work for you, then yeah, like it just doesn't work for you. If braids works for people, it works for people. If it doesn't work for you, it just doesn't work for you. So yeah, I think we should just maybe allow people breathe, you know? Maybe. Okay, so this last one is a big one, and it's the shift from, I would say, Ayuverdic things to scientific things. I don't know if that makes sense. I think we used to see a lot of fenugreek powder, rice water, what are those powders? I don't even remember any of the powders, but I know I've even done a video on this channel where I made an oil based on those powders, which is not a bad thing. Like, I'm not saying it's bad, but I think we've just seen a shift from those type of things to more like scientifically backed, research proven things. And I think also the rise in trichologists making content and educating people on what actually works for your hair from science-backed research, right? I think it's great. I honestly think it's great. Like I said, I said I was a victim of rice water, right? And I'm not saying rice water is bad, but I'm saying that if you don't understand what your hair needs, you're just going to be jumping on any trend and doing anything. For example, I have low porosity hair, right? And I feel like the whole rice water thing was maybe more geared towards people that have high porosity hair. But I, as a low porosity girl, I jumped on the trend. And then I realized that my hair was just like, I don't even know if my hair was hard or it was breaking or it just did not work for me. And I even think in terms of maybe the frequency to which I was using the rice water was also a thing, because I think, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, because I think rice water like counts somehow as a protein treatment. So I think I was overloading my hair with protein, and not that I wasn't using moisture. I was using moisture, but I was overloading my hair with protein. So there was not that balance between moisture and protein. So I was just destroying my hair basically. So I personally think it's great that there are trichologists and people that are trained in the science of hair talking about what you should do and what you should not do. So yeah, that's the end of my chin wag. I said all this to say that honestly, I feel like natural hair, or maybe hair in general, honestly, I feel like it's trial and error. It's like you try this, it doesn't work, all right, cool, move on to something that works. Like, instead of paying attention to like what's trending or what everybody else is doing, like just pay attention to, okay, my hair, when I put this thing in my hair, how did my hair feel? How does my hair like this product? How does my hair like this ingredient? For me personally, I'll give an example. Coconut oil. Everybody and their mama was talking about coconut oil at some point, and me too, I joined them. My hair hated coconut oil. It still does, and I will never put such in my hair. But again, like I said, if it works for you, and the only way to find out sometimes if something works for you is to try it, right? But I'm not saying that you should try every single thing out there or try to make something work by force, especially when you've noticed that it's not working, but you're like, no, they say coconut oil, so I must use coconut oil. No, you don't have to. You really don't have to. So yeah, experiment with your hair, but nothing too crazy that you're going to end up causing damage to your hair in the long run. Okay? The second thing I'll say in conclusion is like, don't just do, oh, I'm just going to put my hair in mini twists, put my hair in braids, and just forget about it. Because I feel like any style can become damaging if you just neglect your hair. Ask the girlies that if you leave mini twists in, let's say you put mini twists now, you wash your hair, you leave it again, you now wash your hair again, you're gonna lock your hair by mistake. You might not want to, but you will lock your hair by mistake. So that's what I mean, right? Yes, put mini twists in, but take care of your hair in the mini twist. Maybe leave the mini twist in for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, take it out, detangle, remove all those shed hairs, because the shed hairs will collect and start locking up. And that's not what you want, right? Because detangling that will be a disaster. You will break your hair, you will damage your hair. Low manipulation does not mean neglect, and that's what I've been saying, right? Like, even if you do mini twist or mini braids or whatever, you don't just keep putting a wig on it for 5 months, 6 months. No. Make sure that you're taking care of the health of your hair underneath all your wigs and stuff, right? You can't just say, oh, I'm just gonna set it and forget about it. Not with natural hair. You will pay. You will pay for it. Seriously. I'm serious though. Alright, so that's everything today. I hope this video made sense. I just wanted to talk about things that I've been observing, or things that I just feel like, okay, maybe somebody should talk about this. And I know maybe people have been talking about it, but just adding my voice, just adding my thoughts, adding my opinions. But anyways, if you like this video, please like it. If you want to share, go ahead and do that. If you want to subscribe, you can do that too. And hopefully I can keep this up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.